Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video Carly and Nina team up against Drew. Carly and Nina team up against Drew. And Cody runs his big mouth in public again. Today on General Hospital, Rick prevents Ava from making a huge mistake. Jack Brennan comes through for Joss, and Kai and Trina spend time together. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, Soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. At the hospital, Cyrus spies on Liz, who is at the nurse's station. Rick appears with flowers to celebrate her first day back. She thanks him for all his help. He also says he checked on Cyrus' parole status, and it's pretty standard stuff, and lists his terms, such as not being caught owning a weapon. Cyrus overhears them discussing his parole and appears concerned. Rick asks if she has a break coming up and suggests they take a walk. Liz reminds him the last time they took a walk, they saw Alexis chuck a gun off a bridge. He says consider it payment for his legal help. Liz agrees to go on a walk, and they depart. Jason arrives home from Germany to the Quartermain mansion, and Tracy asks if he's looking for his latest baby mama, Sasha. Jason is confused, so she tells him about the fight between Carly and Drew, and how Drew said Jason impregnated their cook. Jason asks why she believed Drew. Tracy wonders if he'll deny it. Jason says he owes her no answers, so Tracy takes that as a yes. She says Jason can stonewall her all he wants, but it's unfair to stonewall his son and others in this house. Jason asks where Sasha is, and Tracy says she is meeting Felicia at the Port Charles Grill. Jason asks if Monica and Danny have heard about this development, and she doesn't think so, but he needs to pass this news on quickly to them as it's spreading. Cody meets Felicia at the Port Charles Grill. He wonders what the occasion is. Felicia says this is an opportunity, as he's been messing up big time and owes someone an apology. Sasha bumps into Willow and says she heard she moved out of the gatehouse and asks if she's staying with Nina or if she has already moved in with Drew. Willow says she is staying with Nina as if it is any of her business. Willow goes to meet Martin, and Sasha approaches Felicia and Cody. Sasha sees Cody with Felicia and refuses to participate in whatever Felicia has planned. She turns to leave, but Felicia asks her to stay for her. Sasha stays, and Felicia plays peacemaker between them. Cody admits he shouldn't have told people about Sasha's business, but he still cares about her and wants her baby's father to step up. Sasha believes Cody would not try to hurt her intentionally, but the way he's showing his concern is hurting her. She can care for herself and her baby without answering to anyone. She asks if he can respect her and her choices. Willow meets with Martin, and he asks her if she really wants a divorce, or if she would like to work toward a reconciliation. She says there is no chance of saving her marriage. Martin says that they need to respond to Diane and Michael's divorce request and push for alimony and full custody. Christina meets Joss at Bobby's and asks what the emergency is. Joss needs her to take Donna and Avery as there is something that she needs to do. Christina is happy to, and Joss asks her to take them to the park as Avery has to gather pine cones for a project. She also promised them time at the playground. Christina asks with her dad out of town, is Avery asking about her mom? Joss says she calls Ava before bed, but she's excited that Sonny's coming home soon. Cyrus walks into Bobby's and hopes Joss won't refuse him service. Joss says she's actually going to offer him an apology. She says she wants justice for Dex, and he was an easy target to accuse. She says the police don't think he's the killer, so she's letting them handle this, and she's sorry. He's stunned and decides to get to work and doesn't need to place an order. Cyrus leaves, but stops to look in the window. Finds Colette sitting at a table. When she goes to take her order, Colette explains she works with Jack Brennan, who asked her to deliver an envelope to her. Joss opens it, and it's an address. Joss asks what this is. Colette explains it's a property purchased by Dr. Gatlin Holt 1 month after Cyrus was released from Pentonville. Ava and Trina go to the park, and Trina wonders why they are there. Ava claims she needs a break from her apartment, which is like a sauna. Ava looks around as if searching for someone. They make some small talk, and Ava wonders why she's no longer spending time with her friend at the hospital. Trina says it appears she wasn't as much help as she thought she was. Trina opens up about how Kai's best friend believes she split his attention between football and their art project, and she wonders if she did, and that's why Kai got hurt. Ava says that is absurd and that football is a dangerous sport. Trina says Kai asked her for space, and she is trying to respect that. She notes, sometimes you need to go through things on your own. Kai appears, and Ava says, maybe not. Ava leaves them to grab a cup of coffee, and Trina asks when Kai got out of the hospital. He says just today, and he had a hunch he'd be here, but also he was told she was hurt by her Aunt Stella. He owes her an apology for taking his problems out on her. She gets it, as he's got a lot going on. Kai admits the one bright spot these past few weeks was her visiting and bossing him around. He's grateful their paths crossed, and he hopes to get to know her better. Trina says she's going to respect him and his recovery process. He thanks her but fears not many are going to respect him if he can't play football or even care about him. Trina asks if her bothering him about their project distracted him, and if so, she's sorry. He doesn't know why she thinks that, as he was playing his best up until he got hurt. He notes it's chilly out, and suggests they should go somewhere warm. Ava manages to find Christina with the girls, and Avery is delighted to see her mommy. Avery hugs her and says she's doing a project for school, and Donna is helping her. Ava offers to take Avery to see her new apartment and the girls' new bedroom. Christina stops her, and they bicker about Ava taking Avery. Elsewhere in the park, Rick and Liz take their walk, and he asks her to keep her eyes open where Cyrus is concerned as he's a dangerous man. Liz assures him she has survived a lot these past few years, and she has Lucky's help with this one. Rick and Liz run into Ava, Christina, and the girls, and Rick tells Liz he needs a minute. He asks Liz to stay with Christina and the girls, and he drags Ava off. Rick takes Ava back to her place, tells her she's insane if she thought Christina would let her take Avery, and asks if she planned this meeting. Ava says she didn't expect Christina to be there, but admits Avery told her she would be at the park with Joss today. Rick says her desperation will cost her everything. Rick argues the only way to get her daughter back is to go to court. Ava screams she can't afford to pay him or finance a long, drawn-out court battle. Rick says he'll take her case pro bono. She tells him to just go back to Liz and leave her alone. He says Liz doesn't want him, but she should get out of her own way and let him help her. Suddenly, they passionately kiss and begin ripping each other's clothes off. Back in the park, Christina fumes at Liz about Ava trying to take Avery, saying that she would have done whatever it took to stop her. Christina says Ava does not get to have her daughter, not after killing hers. Christina gloats that if her father finds out what Ava tried to pull, she will never see Avery again. At Crimson, Carly tells Nina the best way to beat Drew might be to do nothing. Nina can't wait to see Carly sit back and do nothing. Nina rambles on and on about Drew moving Willow and the kids into his house and speculates about the details of their lavish wedding, and that maybe the kids will call Drew Daddy. Carly gets it. She knows they have to do something. But Drew can't know they are moving against him. Nina says Maxie will be their way into Drew's house. Carly asks how far Nina is willing to go to get rid of Drew. Nina says she's willing to go as far as necessary. Carly states her only goal is to get Drew out of the picture, as she doesn't want him to be a factor in Michael and Willow's relationship and decisions. Nina agrees, and Willow and Michael need to figure the way forward themselves and put the children first. She admits she hasn't always been a supporter of Michael and Willow's marriage, but she was sad their marriage blew up the way it did. Nina says there is another variable that needs to be dealt with, and only Carly can do it. Carly arrives at the Quartermain mansion and finds Tracy on the phone with Diane, talking about Michael and Willow's divorce. Tracy asks what Carly wants, and Carly admits confronting Drew was a mistake. However, if Tracy keeps interfering, Willow will take those kids, and they'll never see them again. Tracy asks what she proposes they do. Carly says they need to trust Michael, let him get better, and come home. She also says Willow has a conscience and will see Drew for who he is. She thinks Willow and Michael will come to an agreement eventually. Tracy knows Carly isn't the wait-and-see type, and wherever Drew goes, chaos follows. Carly tells Tracy to leave Drew to her. Tracy responds, "Fine, we'll play it your way, but make Drew hurt." Back at the Port Charles Grill, Sasha tells Cody that she forgives him, and he thanks her. Suddenly, Jason walks in. Jason approaches Sasha and asks to talk to her in private, but Felicia suggests Jason sit and talk calmly, and no one should make a scene. Cody tells Jason they are all family here, and he can admit he's the father of Sasha's baby. Sasha reminds Cody he just apologized, and Jason tells Cody this has nothing to do with him. Cody stands and yells, "Say it, slimeball, just admit Sasha's baby is yours." Nina arrives, apologizes to Martin and Willow for being late, and asks what she missed. Willow fills her in that Martin wants them to aggressively respond to Diane's filing. Nina thinks that will make things messier. Nina tells Martin that Michael is still undergoing medical treatment, so they don't have to pursue this now. Martin feels they need to hit back hard, but Nina argues Michael's initial request was a starting point, a negotiation tactic. Nina feels they need to give Michael time to heal and work things out with Willow. Willow agrees, so Nina suggests they stall the divorce until Michael is back. Martin tries to get Willow to see that she and Michael aren't on equal terms. She cheated. Michael didn't. He suggests things could get ugly in court, as Michael also has that tape of her and Drew. Willow asks what she should do. Martin says she needs to find something on Michael. On the next General Hospital, Curtis has drinks with Jordan and tells her, "Whatever this guy wants, just say no." At Charlie's, Emma has a proposition for Kai. Willow tells Nina and Martin that she and Drew don't hide anymore. Christina makes a call to someone and says they need to talk about Avery. At Charlie's, Lucky asks Liz, "How did you save the day this time?" Danny tells Rocco, "I need to find him." At the Quartermain boathouse, Sasha says, "I need to let everyone believe you are the father of my baby." On the jet back home, Sonny says to Natalia, "Maybe I've got someone looking out for me."